Good morning, students and parents of the great C.H. Reeves. My name is Mr. Woodside, and I am the administrator responsible for grade 8. I want to welcome you to another school year. I know with COVID-19, these few months have been very challenging, but I am reminded of the word of God when it says, all things work together for good. So I want to encourage you, especially you parents and students, God is still in control. And I know that we are going to have the best year ever. May the Lord continue to bless us and keep us this school year. God bless you. And right now, I want to welcome a great man, a man that has made a difference in my life. He is the reason why I am in education today, Dr. Mark Fee.
A pleasant good morning to our parents, guardians, and students of C.H. Reeves. First of all, let me say it's indeed a pleasure to be assuming responsibility here as principal. I want to say that it's really and truly an honor. Former principal, Ms. Greta Brown, served as my language teacher at A.F. Adley some years ago. So indeed, I'm real excited to be receiving the baton to carry on in the legacy that she has begun here at C.H. Reeves. Let me welcome you to this virtual orientation program. This is the school year 2020-21. It's different, it's not the same. But here at C.H. Reeves, we are ready to go. Let me say first of all to our parents, we want to thank you so much for believing in what C.H. Reeves is doing here. C.H. Reeves is indeed a pace setter in academics and athletics. I'm so excited to be a part of this institution. We have been connecting these few weeks so that we can prepare ourselves for our students. I'm sure that our teachers are excited and they are ready to go. This year, school opening looks very different to all of us. There is now what we call the new norm. There are so many things that we have to learn, so many things that we have to change. But I assure you, at C.H. Reeves, we are ready. I would like to welcome our 8th grade students. You would have completed 7th grade here, and now this is your second year at C.H. Reeves. We look forward to having you continue the journey of the teaching and learning here at C.H. Reeves. 8th graders, welcome back.
I am absolutely delighted to welcome you, parents and students, to C.H. Reeves 2020-2021 virtual school year. My name is Mrs. Pavia Roll, and I am one of 2 of the diligent vice principals with the portfolio of curriculum development. Throughout this virtual process of acclimatizing and aligning the traditional and contemporary forms of education, we are looking forward to a very productive partnership with parents to ensure that our children can achieve their highest potential. This requires that home and school work in tandem and together. So, we ask that parents guide and support their child's learning by ensuring that he or she, 1, attends virtual school daily and arrive in sessions on time, ready for the day's learning experience. 2, completes all assignments given by teachers. Thirdly, sits in a quiet and conducive learning environment during class sessions. 4, shares school experiences so that you are aware of his or her virtual school life. 5th, informs you of if he or she needs additional support in any area or subject. And lastly, knows that you expect him or her to succeed in school and go on to the next level. Also in this regard, please take note of the following presentation about frequently asked questions. addition to online netiquette, each student has a confidential email account and password to access or get into their classes. This is a brand new email account and password for this school year. This vital information should be collected from our school on Friday, October 9th, 2020 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Once students have their new email account addresses and passwords, they should follow the directions in the presentation to log into their virtual classes.
Logging into the virtual classroom can be achieved in 5 simple steps. Step 1. Using your internet browser, go to www.ministryofeducationbahamas.com or type Ministry of Education Bahamas in the search box. Then, select the Ministry of Education homepage. Step 2. On the homepage, select the tab named Virtual Learning Portal. On to our third step. You will be asked to select your school district. Click on Southern New Providence Secondary District. A list of schools will show up. Select C.H. Reeves Junior High, home of the mighty Raptors. You are almost there. Step 4. Once you click on the C.H. Reeves Junior High tab, select the dark blue Student Portal tab. Finally, step 5. Enter the email address and password you were given from your school. Then, click the Sign In button. And just like that, you're done.
C.H. Reeves Raptors, you want to begin this new year with the end in mind. We want you to all become successful students here in Raptors country. A successful student is one who is self-motivated, they are focused, they avoid distractions, they're supported by their parents or guardians. A successful student will be a part of extracurricular activities. They know how to take time for themselves. They know how to be organized and prioritized. Are you a successful student? The video next will inform you of 5 main habits that will help you to become successful students.
From the moment you wake up in the morning, I want you to know that you are waking up with purpose. So for everything that you face throughout the day, I want you to know and do it on purpose and with intent. Push past all of your obstacles because the doors of opportunity await you today. Here's what I want you to do. Dream about what you want to be. Whatever it is, a musician, surgeon, foreman, anything is possible. And then start to think about and dream of where you want to go. Is it university, a foreign land, the Olympics, even Disney World? Whatever it is, wherever it is, anywhere is possible. I want you to also start to dream about those things you simply just want to have. Maybe a little more money, maybe another device. Whatever the thing is that you are dreaming about, whether it's what you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to have, write them down because they are your vision. And that vision in 2020, if you believe you can have anything you dream. Now you may say, how is that even possible? We've already been through enough obstacles and challenges, but I want you to know if you discipline yourself, it is possible to journey on that path to success. So do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Because of this one simple fact, the difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do now. And right now, as students, you need to be managers of your success. So come on, we can do this. We can journey on that path to success. Here are 5 tips for success that you can take down and ponder on for the rest of this academic year. Number 1, create an environment for success. Wherever you choose to study and build your path for success, make sure it's organized, have ease of access, and there's no distractions. Number 2, embrace the opportunities of online learning. There's so much opportunity for networking between your teachers and other students, and then explore everything that the virtual world has to offer. Number 3, I want you to manage your time. Have a schedule of the subjects and classes that you may have for the day, and also create and build a daily routine. And this will help you to accomplish your tasks that you need to within that day. Number 4, ask for help. That's what we're here for. Your administrators, your teachers, your supervisors, we're all here to encourage you. We want to encourage you to escape the traditional and embrace the virtual so that you can achieve your successes. And know we are just a click away. Number 5, take time to relax, refresh, and regroup. Relax, refresh, and regroup. It's important for your well-being. With all of these 5 tips in mind, whoever you are, wherever you're coming from, I want you to remember this. The road to success is one that's worth the journey. So, aim high, dream big, because your future depends on it.
I'm Miss Archer, your senior mistress here at Raptor Country. School will not begin the way it normally does, but we, the administrators, teachers, and staff here at C.H. Reeves Junior High School, want you to remain safe while you are away from us. Here are a few guidelines for health and safety protocols.
The Ministry of Education, in conjunction with the Ministry of Health, advises students, teachers, administrators, and staff to adhere to the following steps in an effort to minimize the risk of COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus. Step 1. Be sure to wash hands before and after you eat, after using the bathroom, touching money, shaking hands, or emptying the trash. You may also use hand sanitizers throughout the day. Frequently wash hands with soap and water for 20 seconds and rinse with clean water. Dry hands with clean paper towels. Step 2. Cough or sneeze into your elbow or sleeve and not into your hands or into the ear. Or cover your nose or mouth with a tissue. Immediately dispose of the tissue into the trash. Be sure to wash your hands thoroughly afterwards. Step 3. Do not drink from the same cans, bottles, or cups of other persons. Do not share eating utensils such as forks and spoons. Do not share school supplies such as pencils or pens. Step 4. Germs can live on many surfaces. Be sure to wipe and disinfect desks, school supplies, railings, and other surfaces that are regularly touched by others. Step 5. Avoid close contact with anyone who is coughing and sneezing. Let's do what we can to help minimize the risk of the coronavirus.
My task today is to give you some rules and guidelines for the virtual classroom. Here are 6 steps for you to follow to conduct yourself in the virtual classroom. So grab a pen and a piece of paper and write these important steps down. Thank you.
Everyone wants to be successful in every endeavor that they pursue. And the same, I'm sure, for you as a student. If you wish to become a success, there are steps you must follow. The following are 6 very simple things that you can do to ensure that you have a successful virtual school experience. Number 1. Lights, camera, action. Cameras on first. You must be prepared to be on camera if or when you are asked to do so by your teacher or your virtual instructor. This is important because we want to see you. We also want to make sure that you are fully engaged during the lesson, that you are paying attention, and that you have a clear understanding of what the lesson is about. Number 2. As far as possible, try to wear a plain shirt that is free of any markings or logos, or a school-related shirt during the lessons and while on camera. Number 3. During your virtual classes or lessons, please sit with your back to a wall. This is to ensure that there is no movement or distraction being viewed on camera. Number 4. During the lesson, remember to keep your microphones muted. If you'd like to ask your teacher a question or you'd like to get your teacher's attention, use the raise hand feature that is conveniently located on the toolbar. Number 5. Practice good etiquette by always being kind, being courteous, and being pleasant while using the chat feature during your lesson. Number 6. Your personal login information and passwords are very important. They should be protected and should remain private. Do not share them with anyone. There you go. 6 easy steps to a successful virtual learning experience. Let's recap those 6 steps for our virtual classroom conduct. Number 1, be prepared to appear on camera if or when you are asked to do so by your teacher. Number 2, wear a plain shirt or a school-related shirt, any shirt that is free of any logos or markings. Number 3, sit with your back to a wall. Number 4, remember to mute your microphone, and if you need to get your teacher's attention or you would like to ask a question, use the raise hand feature that is located on the toolbar. Number 5, be courteous in the chat at all times. And number 6, protect your password and login information by not sharing them with anyone.
Students, I want you to pay close attention to the video entitled Care of Devices and Internet Use. This video will help to guide you with the proper protocols for this school year. Thank you.
In this segment, we will talk about the importance of cultivating a good learning environment, being a good digital citizen, as well as cyberbullying. So let's talk about your learning environment. A major advantage of traditional learning in the classroom is that there is a clear structure to your school day, and there are teachers, administrators, and other school staff there to keep you on track and in line. But you will quickly find that in the virtual learning environment, there is much less structure. The upside is that you have the ability to create a learning environment that is suitable to you. The downside is that if you are not disciplined or you do not have all of the necessary tools, it will be harder for you to excel. So let's explore how you can do this. The first thing you must do is designate a space for schoolwork and study. This may be a room, at a desk, or even at the dining room table. You want to ensure all necessary supplies and materials are within arm's reach, or that they are stored in a nearby container so that you can easily find what you need when you need it. The next thing you want to do is to eliminate as many distractions as possible. So try to ensure that your workspace is in a quiet area. Put away all portable technology such as your cell phone, tablet, or any other device not being used for learning purposes. Remove instant messaging from the device you are using and stay off of social media. You also want to ensure that your workspace is comfortable, but not too comfortable. Where possible, you should sit in a straight back chair. Use a desk or other flat surface that can accommodate your books, device, and other school supplies. It is hard to maintain the same level of concentration when lying on the floor or propped up in a bed as when sitting at a desk, because the body's habit when lying down is to relax and go to sleep. Lying down promotes passive reading, and it is hard to take notes or type while lying down. Next, you want to ensure that your learning space has good lighting. This can include natural lighting from windows or light from a lamp. Students, it is also important for you to stay organized. Make sure that you keep your workspace clean and clutter-free. That way you are able to find all of your materials when you need them. Students, it is important for you to remember that this is your space, and so you can personalize it to suit your own needs. So you can add decorations, you can add artwork, photographs, quotes, anything that might help to keep you motivated and inspired. And lastly, as much as possible, you want to ensure that you dress for success. Ensure that you are properly dressed during live sessions. Do not attend classes in your undies, your pajamas, or any clothing that is too revealing or that may be offensive. You will find that dressing the part will help prepare you mentally for learning. So now that we have cultivated the perfect learning environment, let's talk about what you should and should not do when you get on the internet. Digital citizenship. What's that? Just as it's important for us to be good Bahamian citizens, it is also important for us to be good digital citizens. Being a good digital citizen doesn't just mean being a safe internet user. It's about being responsible, smart, and having respect for yourself and others. As a user of the web, the virtual learning platform, and social media sites such as Facebook, you are a citizen of different communities. And just like real-life communities such as your neighborhood or school, there are rules you must follow to ensure you have the best possible online learning experience. Boys and girls, always be careful of what you say and do online. There is no guarantee that the things you post there will be protected from online predators or hackers. So let's look at some digital do's and don'ts. Number 1, treat others the way you want to be treated. This is the golden rule, but it is also the piece of advice students like yourself tend to ignore. Speak positively, tell the truth, and be respectful. Rule number 2 is be safe. Do not share your personal information such as your passwords, your addresses, your telephone number, or any other confidential information with someone you don't know. You cannot be sure what he or she may do with your information. Not everyone has good intentions. Another thing that you can do to ensure your safety is to use a virtual background wherever possible. That way, persons are not able to look into your home and see what you have. Rule number 3, know the rules. Whether you are using the ministry's one-on-one platform, you're on Zoom, Facebook, or some other online platform, learn the rules and follow them. Each of your teachers will create their own rules that they expect you to follow, so familiarize yourself with them. And rule number 4, be vigilant. If you see something online that may be harmful to someone else, report it to the site's authorities or an adult you can trust. Even online, it is still important for us to be our brother and our sister's keeper because cyberbullies and online predators are real. Now let's talk about what you should not do when you are on the internet. Rule number 1, don't say anything online you wouldn't say to someone's face. An online comment can be even more hurtful than a face-to-face insult because once something is written, the person can read it over and over again. The effects are even greater when other people can read those hurtful comments and then they share them. Sometimes we find it easier to reply with negative comments when the person is not right in front of us, and we can hide behind our computer or our smartphone. So boys and girls, think twice about what you're saying before you post or send, and ask yourself, would I say this to someone if they were standing in front of me? Rule number 2, don't share anything you don't own without permission. All content was created by someone, and that person owns their content. This may include articles, photographs, memes, reports, blogs, and anything else online that wasn't created by you. Be aware of copyright laws. Ask for permission before you share, and be sure to give credit if you reuse or repost someone else's work. Rule number 3, don't believe everything you read. Not everything online is true, boys and girls. In fact, there's a lot online that is not true. You've heard about fake news? Well, fake news is real. So before you believe or share something, confirm the facts. Rule number 4, don't post anything you don't want to last forever. Before you say or post anything online, ask yourself, am I okay if this is never deleted? There is no delete button or eraser for the internet. And finally, don't spend all of your free time online. The internet is an amazing place with so much to offer, but some of us can go overboard, especially during the pandemic. Okay? So students, please don't forget that the real world is filled with real people, and real human interactions provide a lot of valuable lessons and experiences too. As digital citizens, we each have our own unique digital footprint. And your digital footprint is a record of all of your activity while on the internet. So what does your digital footprint say about you? What kinds of things do you share? Where do you share them? With whom do you share them? What kind of sites do you visit? What kind of emails do you open? What kind of links do you click? Boys and girls, it's important that we be very careful when we are online. So now that you've learned how to be good digital citizens, let's move on to another important topic, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, or tablets. Some cyberbullying crosses the line into unlawful or criminal behavior. The most common places where cyberbullying occurs are on social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, in text messages and messaging apps on mobile or tablet devices, in instant or direct messaging and online chats, online forums, chat rooms, and message boards such as Reddit, in emails, and also in online gaming communities. For those of you who still might not be clear on what cyberbullying is or what it looks like, let's look at some specific examples. Posting comments or rumors about someone online that are mean, hurtful, or embarrassing. Many children refer to this type of behavior as getting off. Threatening to hurt someone or telling someone to go and kill themselves. Posting a mean or hurtful picture or video of someone in order to embarrass them. Pretending to be someone else online in order to solicit or post personal or false information about someone else. And posting mean or hateful names, comments, or content online about someone because of their race, religion, ethnicity, sexual preference, or other personal characteristics. So now that we are all clear on what cyberbullying is and what it looks like, let's talk about some of the steps we can take to prevent it from happening to us or someone we know. Tip number 1, always think about what you post before you post it. You never know what someone will forward, and once you give it to the internet, you won't be able to take it back. Keep your password and other personal information to yourselves. Don't even share it with your friends, because once you give it to them, you have no control over what they will do or how they may use it. Think about who sees what you post online and think about the potential consequences. Okay? The consequences will depend on what you post and who sees it. All right? Keep your parents in the loop. Tell them what you're doing online and who you're doing it with. Oftentimes, when children find themselves in troubling situations, it's the parents that they have to go to for help. So let them know what's going on with you. And if you can't be open with mommy or daddy about what you're doing online, then chances are you should not be doing it. And finally, talk to an adult you trust about any messages you get or things you see online that make you sad, scared, or upset.
Stephen Covey, in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, habit number 2, begin with the end in mind. We know that you are in junior high school, but we want you to be thinking about when you complete high school. Graduation must be on your mind. Look at this video. Take all the notes you need. Pay special attention to all of the information that is given to you because we want you to graduate. Enjoy.
In planning our lives and thinking about success, I was always told that we should begin with the end in mind so that we can work backwards to achieve our goal. So let us picture the event, one where we are fully regaled in our black caps and gowns, school stoles, family gathered in excitement, and that proud and unforgettable moment where we receive our Bahamas National High School diploma. I am excited already, but I graduated a long time ago. But I know that you are now looking forward to this day. But wait, we don't want you to simply graduate high school. We want you to be the ideal graduate. Well, what does the ideal graduate look like? What skills do they possess? Let's take a look at the Ministry of Education's profile of the ideal graduate. Based on the ministry's shared vision for education 2030, the ideal graduate will possess relevant knowledge in core disciplines or learning areas to be functionally literate. We want you to succeed in the core subjects such as English language, mathematics, sciences, social sciences, civics and Bahamian history, family life, and physical education. You are probably wondering, how will these subjects help me in my daily life after high school? Well, believe it or not, many of these core subjects teach skills for life and are not just for a job. The ideal graduate will think critically, be an innovative problem solver, and show initiative. This means that you will be able to reason, evaluate situations by asking how and why. It's offering to do things on your own volition or without being told. Demonstrates creativity and innovation. Being creative and innovative have become key for survival in schools, colleges, and on the job. We want you, our students, to be able to generate new and unique ideas and use your knowledge to apply and implement these ideas so that productivity and success can be seen. The ideal graduate will be able to communicate effectively and collaborate willingly. They will be able to use social skills to communicate with others using verbal, nonverbal, written, and visual cues to successfully deliver a message or express themselves while being understood by others. Strong social and communication skills can help you build and maintain successful relationships personally and professionally. They will possess the ability to work effectively in teams. They are willing to work with others and take shared responsibility as part of a team. The ideal graduate demonstrates flexibility and adaptability. The world is constantly changing, and it is important for you, our graduate, to be able to adjust quickly and calmly to what is going on around you. You must be open to new ideas and changes. One example showing flexibility and adaptability is taking on responsibilities not necessarily meant for you, or even working part-time and attending college. They will appreciate Bahamian culture and utilize the appropriate cultural skills. The ideal graduate will be culturally adaptive, but will love, protect, and preserve that which is Bahamian. They will work productively and diligently with a high-level competency. They will be focused and organized, setting goals. The ideal graduate will have an appropriate awareness of the forces that shape and influences his or her life and surroundings. They will exhibit civic responsibility and display behavior that benefits the wider community, which means that the ideal graduate should be active and effective citizens doing positive things, such as ensuring the community is clean, green, and pristine, taking a stand for what is right, and obeying the law. They will appreciate their role in and responsibility to the local community, the Bahamas, the Caribbean region, the Commonwealth of Nations, and the world. The ideal graduate will acknowledge that they have a huge part to play in the success and development of their community, country, and the world. They will always demonstrate integrity and ethical behavior by consistently doing the right thing, whether being watched or not, and by constantly displaying good values and moral principles like honesty, fairness, and dignity. The ideal graduate will possess digital literacy, appreciate the role of technology and innovation in national development. They are capable of learning, living, creating, and working in a digital society, and will acknowledge the importance of technology in today's world. They will display skills and competencies that reflect career and college readiness. Life after high school is a completely different ballgame. For students to be successful in their careers and in college, they must have some common skill sets. The ideal graduate should possess self-management skills, including time management, healthy sleep and eating patterns, financial responsibility, and communication skills. The ideal graduate will embrace his or her role as an environmental steward. According to the EPA, environmental stewardship is the responsibility for environmental quality shared by all those whose actions affect the environment. The ideal graduate will conserve energy, water, and marine resources. They will reduce, reuse, recycle, and do their endeavor best to play a part in improving the quality of the environment. Lastly, the ideal graduate will guide and inspire others to do their best. So, when you walk across the stage and move your tassel to the left of your graduation cap to symbolize that new stage of your life, we want to know that we did not just help to prepare you for something, but that we did our job helping you to prepare yourselves for anything. Go and be the ideal graduate.
You've just watched a video that expresses the Ministry of Education's idea concerning the ideal graduate. It is the Ministry of Education's desire to see many, if not all of our students, navigating through this process of their formative years in education. We would like for you to dream big. Think about what it is that you would like to do in your future. We're here to support you. It is our prayer that even when you leave CH Reeves, that you would learn the necessary skills to become the success that you desire to be. We wish you all the best. We wish you all success. So until then, we'll see you at the top.